me care, and I'm just a devil with no despair. So viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas.
The Yeti Junior World Finals, often also referred to as the Junior NFR. The Junior World Finals will host over 800 contestants within the Wrangler Rodeo Arena over a course of 10 days in December. Located in the heart of Las Vegas, each contestant competes at the Las Vegas Convention Center. These young athletes will compete for more than $1 million in combined cash and prize payout. On their quest to claim a coveted Montana Silversmiths buckle, it's the Junior World Finals. So you have to qualify to be able to go to the Junior World Finals, and like it said, it is held in the Las Vegas Convention Center at the same time as the National Finals Rodeo. So you'll get to compete at the busiest time for rodeo. Also in the convention center is Cowboy Christmas. So there are a ton of people there. People can come in and watch you and pay to sit in the stand. There are also big screens in the convention center that will be playing the Junior World Finals as it happens. Today we are going to be focusing on barrels and poles, as I'm sure most of y'all might run or watch me for, or if you're just interested about the Junior World Finals, then let's get into it. The KK Run for Vegas was founded by pro barrel racer and two-time world champion Kelly Kaminsky. These races are held by so many producers all across the country, so there is a race in like almost every state. And there is one in Canada. Here's the list of the 2023 qualifiers if you wanted to qualify for next year, and where they are and their dates. Those are also on Kelly's website, kkrunforvegas.com. So, how do you qualify? Well, when you go to one of these races, you can qualify automatically to go to Vegas, kind of like the golden buzzer, if you get first or second in either division. There are two divisions, senior and junior, senior being 17 to 13 and junior being 12 and under. I might double check that, but that's what I'm like 99% sure. So we'll run all together, junior and senior in the qualifier. Then they will be divided into senior and junior. But don't worry if you do not get first or second at these races. You can qualify through points. If you're 3rd through 10, you will get points towards qualifying. So the more points you get, the higher you go in the standing. This is how I qualified, and I actually ended up high point for the season. I got this gorgeous, gorgeous buckle. The last qualifier is normally held in September, so I'm going to call that the end of the year. The people in the top 10 of points at the end of the year get to go to Las Vegas to compete. And you can double qualify for barrels and for poles if you are that crazy and want to do both. Okay, so now that you qualified, it's time to go to Vegas. You are given stalls in Sam's Town and a hotel room. However, I have heard that the stalls were not the best there, and we decided to stay at a place called the Las Vegas Horse Ranch, and it was so nice. Chester loved it. The stalls were big. They cleaned their stalls every day. They were very attentive to your horse's needs. Big arena to ride in. So it was such a great place. I understand you may not have the money to stay anywhere else, but you are given stalls at Sam's Town. Some people also run a race that's really big called the All-In Barrel Race. When you sign up for the All-In, you get a hotel room and stalls at the Orleans Hotel. So if you want to do that, that is another option. Or if you just want to take the Sam's Town stalls, great, do it. We also decided not to stay at the small hotel because you are going to be here for two weeks. We did get an Airbnb to stay in so we could cook our own food and stay there. But if you don't have the money to do that, the Sam's Town Hotel is still a good option. Okay, so now that you're in Vegas, let's talk about what leads up to you competing, and then we'll get to competing. When you get there, the first thing you are going to do for the Junior World Finals is the bag number ceremony. You will all go into a room in the convention center. You'll sign all your paperwork, get all your stuff in an envelope so that they know you're there, and then you'll get your bag number. We get called on one by one to the stage to receive our bag number and take a picture. At this time, she will also announce high point and give those buckles out. So while you're there, you will get a goodie bag full of stuff for you for qualifying. You're gonna get a jacket, but if you want this jacket too, you have to go to the booth that is selling the Junior World's merch outside of the Wrangler Rodeo Arena. But in this bag, there were tons of things. There were horse treats, there were earrings with my bag number on them, just so much fun stuff. So that was such a fun time to see everybody and get everything and get your bag number on stage. It was so fun. And you will be put into 2 pools for running. So not all of the seniors are going to be run one day. There'll be like senior A one day, senior B one day, and that you'll alternate for 2 days because you get 2 runs guaranteed. Thankfully, you do get one night to come up and practice. They have the pop-up barrels and you can go in and do whatever you want. This is really good. If you're nervous, just go in, let your horse see the pin. You do have that opportunity. After your 2 guaranteed runs, your times will be added together for your aggregate, and if your aggregate is in the top 20 of your age division, then you will advance to the short go. The best advice I can give is don't hit a barrel. I know that was so hard, but if you hit a barrel, you are not going to qualify for the short go, so just breathe and make the best run you can make. One very important thing to note about the Junior World Finals is there is nowhere to warm up, okay? You are on the 2nd story of a Las Vegas convention center. You have to go up this giant ramp to get there, and the only dirt is where you unload and go in. But she did give us open arenas before our time, but if you remember earlier, I mentioned that the place I was staying at had an arena, so I would get up at 5 in the morning before our run, get him warmed up, and you have to have your horse saddled and in your trailer when you get there. Very, very important. You're not going to be able to get out and saddle. This is due to the system that it takes to get all the horses up to the 2nd story. So here is where, if you have a big trailer, you might want to carpool, horse pool with other people, because it's going to be pretty crowded and you want to make sure everybody can get up there and get off in time to ride. Another very, very important thing, please remember this if you're going, okay, remember this. Do not unload your horse on the concrete. I don't care if you're about to be late. Pull up where they tell you, there will be people out there, where there is dirt, because that concrete is so slick. I saw horses fall on it. Please just get them on the dirt. Please, 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 please. Another important thing to mention is when you run at the Wrangler Rodeo Arena, it is full dress code. You must have a button-down shirt with a collar and sleeves, a cowboy hat, or a helmet, and jeans and boots. And you're not allowed to have a miracle seat no matter how old you are. That is in the rules. And a fun thing, whoever stands with you back there, whoever, your mom, whoever you have, that's going to put on your rubber bands or going to stand there as like emotional support, they also have to be in full dress codes. That's a fun thing to remember. Also, it is a very long drive, at least it was for me. I know this depends on where you are geographically, but please make sure to take care of your horse's legs. I would recommend cloud boots and definitely some shipping boots, just to keep your horse comfortable on the drive. We stopped about halfway there to spend the night. We didn't drive 2 days straight because that's crazy. And we stayed in a great horse hotel in Amarillo that is now closed, but definitely Google horse hotels and map out where your horse is going to stay and where you are going to stay. Very, very important. Do not forget to do that, okay? My favorite part about the Junior World Finals was just the atmosphere with the NFR and everybody just being so excited to be there. That's my first big stage. I had done nothing like this before, so it was super exciting. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Win, lose, you're gonna love it, I promise. And Kelly is super nice. They will scare you with a ton of... During the back number ceremony is when she's gonna tell you a ton of things, so make sure you are paying attention. But don't let it scare you. You're gonna have a great time. Don't worry about getting up on the ramp. Just make sure you're in your truck and trailer. When you get the text that says, Senior Barrel Racers in Pool A, drive up now, and you're gonna do fine. It's great. It's so fun. You have to wear your back number everywhere, which I thought was so fun. No matter what, that was a rule, okay? You gotta keep your back number on. I also really love my buckles. I love the Montana Silversmiths one so much. To get the Montana Silversmiths buckle, you do have to order it after you qualify, but it is so gorgeous. I love it so much. And I also love my High Point buckle. My favorite thing was definitely just going around the convention center and meeting all the good pros that I love, and shopping. I do love shopping. But it was such a fun experience. You're going to have so much fun. There's so many people that just love what they do that are going to be running with you, and it is definitely an experience I would want everyone to have in the barrel racing industry, the youth barrel racing industry, I guess. I did age out. The age is based on what you are January 1st. So January 1st, 2021, I was 17 years old. And then in October, I turned 18, but because of my age in January, I was still able to compete that December. Another thing that was fun about the Junior World Finals is since I was at the top of the point standings, I got to do an interview for Rodeo News, and that was super fun. I got home and saw the copy of the magazine, so that was super exciting. I also had a radio interview.
So how did you go about being one of these 69 competitors?
So there's a lady named Kelly Kaminsky that started an organization called KK Run for Vegas, and she hosts barrel races all across the country throughout the year. And you can go run at one of those, and you can outright qualify by winning.
That I did from Las Vegas that aired back home in Jonesboro. So it was fun to do that. I never really had that happen to me before, so I'm sure I was so awkward. I know I was, but it was so fun. So fun. I loved it. I'm so mad that I aged out, but bigger things ahead. Hi guys, I hope you loved this video of me rambling on about the Junior World Finals. There's a lot to it. Kelly is going to scare you at the back number ceremony, but don't worry, just do what you're supposed to do and get the job done, and you'll do great, okay? I really loved my experience, and I hope you love yours. I remember last year after I qualified, I was trying to see if anybody made any videos about it, and there really weren't that many. So hopefully some of these things answered your questions, or if they didn't, please ask me below, and I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay,